swimming through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll have it first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
The score, Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. If you were me, touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 76 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. That was very easy last time. You can't expect that moving forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Saints 7.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A great return there, 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Saints add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Eagles 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good look scheme going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down.
2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Hurts. On the screen pass. That's complete. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all of your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked deflected. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Grant Delpit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play now. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Being chased out left. From the left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive on the ground. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Philadelphia.
Now Sanders. This carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Barnett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He'll fire deep for Rager.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And I'm guessing
Jason, you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 18 now.
Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on a... And my goodness, another interception. He's picked up by his own 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already to ask for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. A 2nd broken tackle. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Saints 42. Eagles
After 17. The touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. He's going to walk one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards.
First down, Eagles.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Shotgun snap, and it'll give to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 4.
And now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the final Seahawk, Thomas, and they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Fire beware. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check.